And again, when you're creating that remarkable promise, it's the why should your ideal client buy from you? And this is an important question because if you can't answer that, it's going to be hard to attract the right customer. You got to be able to say, why me? Why should they come to you? Because the truth is, businesses that don't offer a remarkable promise, these businesses aren't going to stand out beyond their peers. And they're going to struggle in this new economy because the truth is, the reason why these businesses are struggling is the consumer just got smarter. Today, what I want to do is I want to talk about recession-proofing your business. And I want to talk about some of the key differentiators that I'm seeing in business that are continuing to kill it, right? Because there are businesses that are continuing to kill sales, that are doing well, that are thriving during this time. And then I'm also starting to see some companies that are starting to shrink back. And I'm really starting to see really the difference between the two. And I want to talk about the differences in those that are thriving, those that are starting to shrink back. And I want to point out one thing. It's not an industry specific thing. It's a company by company thing. And this is one of the key differentiators that I am seeing when that happens. And more importantly, I want to talk about the one significant thing that I'm seeing that can really protect your business from any type of macroeconomic effect. So no matter what's going on in the economy, no matter what is happening, if you put in this key thing, you're going to find yourself, I'm going to put it out there, you're going to pretty much recession-proof your business in a significant way. And this is important because, lately I've been hearing a lot about recessions. Okay. I actually heard some people say that we are in a recession. I'll have to be honest with you. I had to bite my tongue. I had to hold my tongue back. I was like, Susanne, don't say anything right now. This is what this person's experiencing. Honor their experience. But the truth is we are not in a recession. Okay. We are not in a recession. The money is still there, right? The money is still there. We are not in a recession. There's plenty of opportunities that are still out there. Now I have to be considerate of those people that are saying that, those coaches that are saying we're in a recession because we are not in a recession. But I do want to be respectful of their feelings. But the truth be told, I can't even say that we're even close to being in a recession. Okay. In fact, unemployment rates are still at the lowest they've ever been in history. Okay. We are dealing astronomically low unemployment rates. The money is still there, right? People still have jobs if they want a job. Okay. In fact, there are economists that are saying that for every 10 job applicants that are out there, every 10 job applicants, there are actually 16 jobs that are actually available. So that means that if you don't like one job, you've got 6 others to pick from. Okay. There are still more jobs than people. So, does that sound like a recession to you? It doesn't sound like a recession to me if I have 6 jobs to pick from, right? But the truth is there are some businesses, right, that are starting to experience an economic slowdown, right? There are some businesses out there that are starting to see a decrease in sales. And today I want to talk about why is this happening and also share some of the observations that I'm seeing. So first of all, you guys know me pretty well, okay? You guys know I'm a bit of an overthinker, right? And honestly, I can't help myself. That's just who I am. Problems just spin in my head until they're solved. That's just how it is. And questions tend to stick around until they're solved, right? And today, what I want to talk about is what I'm seeing in terms of differences between companies that are sounding off the alarm, like, oh no, the sky is falling down, right? And those that are just continuing to thrive, because there is a key difference. And I want you to know about it because I want you to be able to tackle this. And I want you to be like the companies that are resilient, right? That really continue to tick no matter what's happening. And it was interesting because last month I was attending a conference and there was a speaker. His name was Eric Kayleys, and he was asking this group of entrepreneurs that were in the room. He said, what is your remarkable promise? Okay. What is your remarkable promise? And what Eric meant by this is if I come to you for a service or if I come to you for a product, what is the remarkable promise that you are going to deliver to me that I can't get anywhere else? And it hit me because that is it. That is it. That is the difference between companies that are screaming, oh my gosh, henny penny, the sky is falling down. All right. And companies that are cruising on and moving on like business as usual. That is the difference. The difference is the remarkable promise, right? And the companies that are moving on are the ones that have this remarkable promise. And in this room, there was a boutique retailer, right? She sold women's clothing. And when the speaker asked her, he goes, what is your remarkable promise? She said her remarkable promise in her boutique is if you come to their boutique, right, and you buy 7 pieces of clothing, she's going to teach you how to create 7 different outfits. Literally that if you buy 7 pieces of clothes, you will have 7 different outfits. Okay. 7 different outfits. All right. And you guys know how expensive it is to buy 7 full outfits, right? And so when she said this, I was sitting across from her and I was like, sign me up, right? Like I would love 7 different outfits for just buying 7 pieces, right? I was like, what a remarkable promise, right? And so my question to you is, what is your remarkable promise? Okay. What is your remarkable promise? What is the one thing that you can deliver on in your business, right? To your ideal client that's pretty darn close to being remarkable, right? Meaning that, it's a jaw drop, right? What is that one thing that you can deliver on that's pretty close to being remarkable? And what is it that you can promise your customer that is going to surprise and delight your customer, right? What is it that you can offer them that will make them feel like, oh my gosh, you just delivered something that has been nearly impossible, right? Something that has been a dream up to this point. Because what it is that you're able to deliver on, right? That the unique, remarkable promise, that is your remarkable promise. Of course, you want to make sure that you use ethics in business. You make sure you can deliver on it. But what can you deliver to your ideal customer that is truly remarkable? And I'm really stressing this point because the companies that are excelling today, right? The companies that are not seeing waves in their sales, right? These are the companies that are delivering a remarkable promise. Okay. That's what they're doing. These companies aren't promising average results, right? They're not saying that you're going to get what you would get going to anybody, right? They're promising something that you haven't been able to attain so far in your life. And when you have a remarkable promise, right, it's a no-brainer opportunity. It's a no-brainer purchase, right? For example, my retailer. If I go to this retailer and I buy 7 pieces of clothes, right, I'm going to have a full week of clothing, right? And what that means for me, who's super busy, is now I don't have to think about what I have to wear, right? Because, I've got a whole schedule of clothes to wear for this week, right? And what that means for me, who's busy, is like, I don't have to stop and make a decision, right? Because you guys heard of decision fatigue. One less decision I have to make, the better off I am. And I can tell you this, there are days that I look at Mark Zuckerberg on Meta and I'm like, I envy you, man. I envy you. I wish that I could just show up to work every day in a pair of jeans and a gray t-shirt that looked the same as what I wore yesterday, right? And you guys that are listening there, ladies, I know you too have that same envy, right? It's one less decision you have to make in a busy morning where you have to drop kids off at school, right? And it's one less brain drain in that morning. And then if you can promise me that I'm saving money, right? Because I'm buying 7 full outfits and 7 pieces, right? That's a big savings, right? That's a no-brainer deal, right? That's an absolutely no-brainer deal. And then if you can deliver on it, I'll be back next season, right? Next season for my new outfits, right? My new 7 outfits that are like 7 pieces of clothing, right? I'm going to do that. And if you offer that value, right? And if you offer that endless box of ideas, that's going to help me achieve my goals, right? And you're going to help me achieve it faster and track record and break barriers and get me to where I want to go faster, right? That's a no-brainer, right? That's a no-brainer. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, there are businesses that are going to be struggling to create that remarkable promise. It's not going to be an easy exercise for everybody, right? And I think that the businesses that are going to struggle in creating this remarkable promise, these are the businesses that are usually copycats of other remarkable businesses, right? They're looking at other people's taglines, they're looking at other people's marketing, they're looking at what other people are saying that they're going to do, and they're copying off of that, right? And the problem with this is that they're commoditizing their business, right? They're just simply copying. They're not being the thought leaders, right? They're not offering something that's unique, that's genuine. They don't have the track records to prove that they can do it. And I don't want you guys to be this company, right? I want you guys to build your own creativity, get to know your own capabilities, but definitely don't copy off of others. Instead, what I want you to do is I want you to start with just listening to what your clients are telling you. The clients that are like raving fans that are so happy with what you're doing. What are they telling you that they enjoyed, right? What did they enjoy about their experience of working with you? What part of your product or service exceeded their expectation, right? and listen to them, right? Listen to what your specific ideal client is telling you about their experience with you. What did they enjoy? What did they like? And talk to them. Don't copy your competitors, whatever you do, because then you're going to be commoditizing yourself, right? And you're not going to be standing out as having a remarkable promise, right? And again, if you're having trouble with that creativity, it's a muscle, right? It's a muscle. The more you flex it, the more you exercise, the more that creativity is going to grow. And again, when you're creating that remarkable promise, it's the why should your ideal client buy from you, right? And this is an important question because if you can't answer that, right, it's going to be hard to attract the right customer. You got to be able to say, why me? Why should they come to you? Because the truth is, businesses that don't offer a remarkable promise, right? These businesses aren't going to stand out beyond their peers, right? And they're going to struggle in this new economy because the truth is, the reason why these businesses are struggling is the consumer just got smarter. Okay. They just got smarter. They've been burned by vendors that haven't delivered on their promise, especially during COVID. And they're dead set. They're not going to be burned again, right? They're not going to be burned again. So what I'm asking you, Profit First Entrepreneur, is what is your remarkable promise, right? What is it that you're going to deliver on that is frankly going to knock the socks off of me, right? That's going to be like, oh yeah, this is a no-brainer deal. This is what you want to hone in because this is really what's going to allow you to get through any economy, any type of thing that happens is going to be delivering on this remarkable promise. And so now that you understand what I want you to spend some time thinking about what that remarkable promise is. And then I want you to go out and deliver it. I want you to go out and deliver that remarkable promise. Tell the world what you do, right? Because that is going to be the key in terms of attracting and continuing business as normal, no matter what happens. So go deliver on that remarkable promise. I hope that today was extremely helpful for you guys. And until next time, may the profits be with you.